Hello, fellow warriors against consensus reality. I thought it was time for another video. It's a wonderfully quiet morning. It's been a while, and I thought, why the hell not? So here we go. Firstly, I'd like to say I find the modern world we live in as amusing as I do excruciatingly frustrating. Especially those of us who have a deep sense of not belonging in this modern shithole to begin with. But that is what it is. And the whole fuckery that we're all... The fuckery spectacle that we're all beholding at the moment, I'm finding quite amusing as well, because it's so blatantly obvious. And oh, by the way, I do apologise for any coughing and spluttering. I'm sort of getting over some allergies. You see, I'm even allergic to this fucking place. But there you go. It was kind of funny. I was enjoying a little bit of a live stream of one of my YouTube friends, author Stephen Walton, and they were talking about different things, and that sort of sparked an idea for this video, actually, talking about this whole fascist thought control movement known as Black Lives Matter, and all the other kind of perspectives that people have and opinions about that kind of stuff. Well, see, the problem with that is, as a Hellene living in Australia, first of all, I couldn't give a fuck about a strictly domestic American problem. Firstly, it's got nothing to do with me, nothing to do with this place. I don't give a flying fuck. Okay? You work out your own shit. That's what we used to do in the old days, before mass media and online fuckery, right? I don't care what someone in Uganda does. It's got nothing to do with me. I have no family there. I don't live there. I don't give a fuck. Alright? My immediate concern is with myself, my family, and my immediate community where I live here. And the homeland where I have most of my relatives. That's what I give a fuck about. I give a fuck about whether that little orc-faced, mouthy Turkish cunt, whether he's going to spark off World War III or not, and try to bring back the Ottoman Empire. Right? That's what I'm worried about. And if that happens, I will go there and kick some of their asses. No problem. But that's not what we're talking about here. And it's a great example of what I've talked about a few times on various channels and videos. It's a more focused chaos, malevolent chaos energy that we're all experiencing now. It's designed to keep people's collective energy frequencies low through fear and anger and frustration and all the rest of it. And fake pandemic didn't work, so now, okay, bring in the race riot, the fake and manufactured race riots. Okay. People don't realise that it's got nothing to do with black people in America. It's got more to do with, which is something we can all relate to in this 2020. Government instilled police power overstepping their mark. That's what it's all about. We are losing more of our power. And we're just sitting back and letting it fucking happen. And shaming people for not putting a black square on their mainstream media. Well, you know what? You can go fuck yourself. You can go boil your heads. Black square. Go fuck off. I'd rather put up a painting by Claude Monet. And have done. For fuck's sake. I'm just a poor Hellenic boy from Patra. Living in this foreign country. I've got problems of my own. Fuck's sake. And and one other thing too, like they were sharing stories about different people's perspectives about where you come from and your identity as, your cultural and racial identity, which was a really interesting discussion. My Hellenic Highness started to kick in with some of the things shared, and so I had to go. For example, this one person, he said he was Greek, and he just got off the boat, and he makes sure his family doesn't speak Greek at all, and they're Americans now. And yeah, that really pissed me off, because I've dealt with a lot of these people. They shame the rest of us Hellenes. Once again, I make the distinction between Greeks and Hellenes, because the people I call Greeks are the peasant, Ottoman enslavement mind Greeks. Meanwhile, many of us are Hellenes who are not mixed up with Turks at all, who don't have that, I'm a good little Greek Orthodox Christian, and nothing else sort of is in my, I may only listen to bouzouki music, and nothing else comes into my national identity. Well, sorry, but mine goes back to the ancient times. I look at this sort of like Ottoman enslavement with revulsion, actually, and sort of glad that we actually got out of it and got our country back. Yeah, speaking of slavery, imagine being a slave for 400 years in your own country, facing genocide as late as 1921, 22, where 1.5 million of us were killed in our own land, yes, Asia Minor, by sadistic cunts, right? So yeah, my perspective is going to be a wee bit different. Talk to an Irish person, especially an older Irish person. Get them to tell you what Irish people have been through for the past fucking 1,000 years, okay? You're fucking kidding, aren't you? Talk to an Armenian. There is no Armenia anymore, right? I think at least 2 million of them were killed during the same time. Talk to a Romani gypsy. Get them to tell you what they're treated like by every country they go to. Alright, so don't talk fucking bullshit to me. More of our rights are being taken away. More fear, the propaganda vehicle known as mainstream media and mass media is purposely used to instill fear, panic, sadness, depression, anger, all the emotional, the whole gamut of emotional range to keep us low and to prevent us from reaching higher and becoming truly connected to our own innate power, to our own creative innate power, which is why these people hate any kind of expression of imagination and creativity, and which is why they're trying to destroy that through this woke bullshit, through all expressions of creativity, whether it be TV, film, whatever. Okay, you don't think that's all on purpose? Of course it is. People are no longer encouraged to be creative, to think for themselves, and to indulge in free thought without being enslaved by any kind of ism, right? Because as I said in the comment section of the same live stream, no, we're not all equal. We're not supposed to be all equal. We're all complex, multi-layered human beings, infinite awareness, currently inhabiting a meat bag. It's just that our meat bags happen to be a different colour. That's it. Alright? No, we're not all equal. We're not the Borg. We're not mindless sort of copies of each other on the same level of development. No. That true diversity is supposed to be celebrated and encouraged. That's what makes this place kind of interesting. Being able to engage with and communicate with people from very different levels, very different spaces and steps on their journey as a human being. with different perspectives and thoughts and beliefs and whatever of their own, which makes this place fucking interesting, which is the way it's supposed to fucking be. I'm not supposed to think the way you are. You're not supposed to think the way I am. Our perspectives are born from our own point of view as a person and a human being in this current meat bag. That's it. And that's wonderful and to be celebrated, not shamed. And yes, freedom of thought means that the most extreme opinions are to be allowed. Censorship? No, that is a true evil tool of the most heinous fuckery you can think of. All life matters. For fuck's sake. Okay, let me use the Socratic method for a moment, shall we? So, by saying only one group of skin-coloured people matter, you're basically saying that everyone else does not. And in this 2020, no one says that people of a darker shade of skin do not matter. That's the problem. Who says that? You Marxist, ism worshipping fascist cunts. That's who says that. That's who sort of manufactures quote unquote white guilt, even though there is no collective white race. But anyway. And another thing too, these arseholes have great difficulty with hearing my own story as a Hellene in Australia in high school in the 80s, facing horrible levels of racism from my whole fucking year, thereby necessitating the need to hang out with a small group of other outcasts. One which included a blind guy with whom I was good friends right up until the end. So yeah, right? Don't fall for this fuckery. Engage in your own journey of self-discovery and true empowerment, and go out of your way to take the piss out of this fascist thought control that's trying to take over all manners of life. That's the way it is. We're human beings. We're supposed to call that crap out. That's why people like my ancient namesake, Socrates, was actually killed. Right? It's very simple. Enjoy your journey. Engage in it. Be proud of it. Enjoy your differences. I mean, you know, you have people like my friend Abu Nasr, who I believe is a Muslim and loves rap and engages in rap. I fucking can't stand rap. Put a C in front of it, right? Different people with totally different perspectives. And you know what? That's to be celebrated, not shamed. So fuck all that fuckery. Speak out against it. And may I suggest you fully engage in and embrace the wonderful gift called sarcasm. And enjoy your journey as a human being. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Revel in it. Revel in all its different facets and the differences. Because the differences are actually what makes us stronger as a species. The lone wolf, sarcastically and amusingly, out.